Hello and welcome. And today in this video, I'm going to show you a custom journal that I made for a lovely lady. And I just wanted to go through it with you and show you and share with you. And if you're interested in purchasing one, ordering, I should say ordering one, it will take 4 to 6 weeks. And I am only taking one order right now. So if you are interested, please check out the link below to my shop, the Magical Gypsy Cottage, or at the end of the video, I will have a link also. Okay, let me show you what I made for a lovely lady. This is a custom order. It was similar, what she wanted was similar to Bella and the first one that I made. So this is similar, not exact. I don't even have the exact things that, for each one, I have different supplies available. So the thing that I do have is the tapestry, which I love this. Love, love, love it. And my covers are made with, I used fabric. In this instance, I use tapestry. I use felt always, and then the craft text, and then another layer of some kind of fabric on the inside. So if any of you are interested in making your own covers, I find that the craft text is very pliable, but it gives it stability, which I like because this is not a fabric journal. It is a fabric on the outside, pieces of fabric on the inside, and then also it's mostly paper. So I think that this protects it, and I like to make the covers bigger than the actual paper. I think that it gives it protection over the years, hoping that something like this will last these ladies a long time. This one I named Gypsy, and of course you can take that out and put your own name in, whatever you want. And this is for Marion. I'm not going to give last names, but Marion ordered this. She wanted something similar. So that's what I did. And of course, I had different things I added, but it is similar. It's a vintage and it has the same feel to it. You know what I mean? And it is inspired by my mother, Josephine Rose. So it's the same thought went into this as went into Bella. I'm thinking of a seamstress, a gypsy, a girl that thinks about her future. Maybe she takes little bits and pieces from her mother's things that her mom makes. And my mother and grandmother was seamstress, and my mom helped my grandmother in her work. So they had lots of material and things, and that's what I'm thinking of when I'm making this is what would a young woman do, if she was putting together bits and pieces. And maybe, I mean, I'm sure this would all be done by hand because my mother sewed by hand. They did everything by hand. My mother would sew, and I talk about this in the first video, Bella, and you'd never know that it was hand sewn. It looked like a machine. They were so precise and so tight. Uh, her stitches. So that's what they did. So we're lucky now. We just zipped through sewing machines and got embroidery. My mother embroidered it was by hand, not by machine. I made this tassel. This is got fibers in it and ribbon and lace and whatever else I wanted to put in there. And then it has a bead that I made. So that, and then there's a little sachet here. I love to do this little sachet pouches, and here is one to match this book. I love this. I can't think of the name of this fabric, but it is gorgeous and it has the gold in it. And then there's some fibers, a little button, a little bottle filled with dried roses that I had gotten from my one of my friends. I don't know if this is the dried roses from my friend or from my daughter, so it's one of them. And then the front here, we have some buttons, we have a little heart charm, some beads, And like I said, this can be changed. You just take this little, you can hang something off of here too. I just put this little loop in here to hold this. But if you take that out, this will slide right out. So you have some muslin here. Isn't that just, that is just gorgeous. I couldn't resist. I had to put them on there. And then some nice tags, little note tags to write on. This one is all embroidered. And then this is just a little birdies. I love it. Birdies and flowers. And just put that in there. And of course, you can do whatever you want. And it is wrapped with scarves, antique scarves. So you can kind of, it goes all around here. And then there's another, whoops, another one of those beautiful roses there. That's what I think it looks like to me, a rose. But and then you can see there's the stitching in there, and you can actually add beads and things to that because I put that on the outside here. So you can add to that if you want. And this is pinned, so this can come off. Okay. And now we're going to open it. And of course, oh, I've got to talk about this beautiful ribbon. This is all embroidered, all this muslin. And I love all the threads. It's all embroidered and it's sewn here. I sewed this one on the outside because I kind of like that look. So I'm trying to do them, all a little different. And that is, don't want to bend that. Okay, so open this. Okay, this is more of that embroidered runner that I had. This antique embroidered runner I do not have anymore. This is the last piece of it. I love it. So I did not put a pocket or anything on here. Marion, you can do what you want. It will be yours. And it's all embroidered here, so I did not want to cover that up in case you love it. So if you want to cover it, that's fine. And then look at this. Isn't this beautiful? I bought these beautiful, beautiful postcards at an antique store, and I just love this. Is look, Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Isn't that unbelievable? Because that's where I am, and I thought, oh wow, and I didn't buy this in Winston-Salem, so that's cool. And then this, I like to do this, and this is embroidered of the muslin right there in that little crease there, and then here you have this beautiful. Look at that beautiful pouch. This is from, I think this is the one that's from the wedding dress. I think that's the one, or is it? Yeah, I think it is. I think it's from the wedding dress. And this is a little tag thing, and you can take that out. And this is embroidered. It says love. I embroidered with love, and it has a little heart and button on there. And then we have some tags here, and this is all embroidered with hearts in there, and that's that satin thread. It's just amazingly beautiful. And then here, a little envelope, put your goodies in, and then this beautiful tag, and it has some of an old wedding dress, this too. And I love the birds, and this is all embroidered, so you can see all different. I used all different stitches. I do have my favorites, and that's what I used, all my favorites. So, and then this one here is all embroidered here, and that. This one the same thing, all embroidered. And then I have different fibers and things added through this on different tags. So that's what I chose to do. I kind of love that. It takes me a while. Now I'm just going to say that if you want to order one, the next one will be for 6 weeks. I'm only doing one order at a time because it takes me a month to do this. So at least 4 weeks right now it takes me to do this. And I'm putting 4 to 6 weeks on the listing. So this way you'll know, you'll have it in 4 to 6 weeks. And I'll keep you updated and let you know how things are going. But I need at least 2 weeks right now to get my cottage done. I put too much of my heart and soul in this, and I want to be focused. And this took me hours and hours, just like Bella. It took me hours to complete because I think about every page. I don't just do it. I just don't wake up and say, okay, blah, 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 I'm just going to get this done. I can't do it that way. These mean too much to me. I love them. So I do take a lot of time and want to make sure that the person who purchases these gets it and knows that I loved every page that I did and everything I put in here, I think about and I love. So, just so you know, so if you do want to order one, I can take accept one order right now, and it's going to take 4 to 6 weeks, and then I'll do another one after that. Once I get into my cottage, I'll be able to work faster. So it may only be a 4 week wait. I'll see, and then maybe I can get it down to three. It just depends on what's going on because, like I said, I want to make sure that the time I spend with these journals, they're my sole enjoyment at that time because I don't want you to feel, and I think you would feel negative energy if I didn't do it that way. And I don't want to pass on any negative energy because I love them. Love them too. And I'm sorry because I'm still congested, but it's allergies. And this is all embroidered here, and I these are just my favorite. It's just my favorite designs. I love the hearts. I love the leaves. I love all that stuff. Just so beautiful. And here's some old paper, vintage paper. And this, all the papers in here are tea dyed. And then there's vintage papers thrown in here too. And this I did with the darker thread. I love the way that looks. And I love this design. And then here we have some the tapestry, some muslin, some lace, some beads. This is from wedding dress. And then here, look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? I love it. Just beautiful. And I know it looks kind of washed out, guys, and I'm sorry. There's a little bit more color to it. And I will try, and sometimes when I try to get the color more, it kind of looks weird. It gets like a funky orangey color, and I don't know. I have two different adjustments for this camera, and let's just see if I can get this one to go a little bit. Color intensity. Let's get it a little bit more colorful. I don't want it too. Okay, let's see. Does that look a little bit better? Yeah, I think so. I think you can see that color a little bit more, a little better. I'm starting to talk like my grandkids. Okay. And then here, this is all embroidered here all around, up there. And I love that you get the effect on both sides. So it just gives you two sides. It's just wonderful. And then this is a little card to write on, to enjoy front and back. And this has a little pouch in there. So you can add stuff to that tag. And it has charm, hearts, and some fibers. And then we have this. I love this paper, and it is, cannot think of what it is, but I know you guys know what it is. So, and then this is just a pretty stationery here, and it's all embroidered all around. And then some doily, tea dyed, a little patch of goodies up there, different fabrics and just lace, and then those little, I love these little holder things, these little paper clip kind of things. And then here, let me get a let's get a tag and be able to stick that in so you can see that. Love these birds. Birds, birds, birds. There's a nice plain sheet to go crazy with and do a beautiful job with. I love the plain, leave plain sheets so this way you can use your own pictures and all goodies that you come up with and put in. I want you to enjoy this and expand this even more. You have a lot of room. And this pouch is all embroidered all around. I love these leaves, really. And this is like a double material on here. And then up here, you have some papers, some pretty lace, some of the tapestry, button, beads, just really pretty. and then all embroidered up here. And this I love this one too. This is like, it reminds me of little footprints, little bird feet prints. I don't know, it's just cool. And then this is a tag that's been embroidered all around. It's got some fibers in it, and you can write on that, add things to it. This is the little stamp, bead stamps, bee stamp. You love it. Embroidery all around here. Some muslin fabric with embroidery on it that I put on there. There's more of that paper, and it's just stamped with the sun that I love. This is a nice big pocket, and this is all embroidered all around. And you can put a lot of big things in here, Marion, and keep goodies stashed in there. And you can see the embroidery comes out on the other side, which just makes this piece beautiful to write on or add to. And this is just a little flap here. You can put whatever there. I love this crinkly paper too that I do. And there's some more embroidery in there. Another piece of, what's this paper? Antique paper. Another piece of antique paper. Just love it. And just embroidered all around. I love these leaves. And then here's a darker muslin that was embroidered, and then I just sewed that on there. So you have some pages to do things. Now, in between the signatures, I have put some ribbon that I have embroidered. The other one I had put some ribbon too, but it was sorry ribbon. This one I embroidered, made my own ribbon. It's just beautiful. It's like got gold in there. And I just want to do it so that you have space in between. So if you fill these up, they don't look odd. I don't want this book to become odd shaped. So I kind of keep it so that it's, if you can see, they're pretty spaced out. I don't know if you can see that there. Let's see if you can see that. I give them space in between because these will get filled, and I don't like that look of like this kind of look. I like it to be more like this. This is a big book, so you can, have a blast with this. And I want you to be able to add and add and add as the years go on and just enjoy it and not have to worry that it's kind of looking funny. And then these are some more tags that have been embroidered. You can see that on the side there. You can write on these, add to these, do whatever. And that one too. And then there's fibers. I bought these fibers that I just am crazy about, so I stuck a lot of them in this book. I love them. I love them. And you can have them hanging out, hanging down, wherever. You can add more goodies. And then this is some embroidered fabric that I made into ribbon. This is just beautiful. It's got gold in the fabric, and then I embroidered in gold too. And then all around this is all sewn on. And then this is more embroidery here, more here. Stamped, embroidered, and that's that brown color. I love that thread. My little gypsy bird I put in here for you. And then more embroidery here on the music paper. And then this is so cool. This is all embroidered all around. And then I made a little version of it and then made a little pocket so this can fit little tags in there. I have to make myself one of these because I have so many things that I can add, pictures and things and notes and stuff over the years. I've got to make myself one eventually. And then this one, it's got some of that beautiful material. Let's make sure I'm in frame, Rita. And then here's some more, another tag in here. And it is, I absolutely love this embroidery stitch. Isn't that design gorgeous? And this one says love. It's embroidered and it says love. So I love, love, love. It's all embroidered here, and then there's another pocket here so you can put more in there. So you can fill it up. And then some more music paper, antique, vintage, whatever you call it. And then here's more paper that has been embroidered. And then there's a beautiful side pouch here with this delicate flower. Let's love it. There. And then this is some cotton lace there. And then this is all embroidered because I use this funky. I love this design. I love these stitches. I go crazy with the sewing machine. I'm just like so in love. Makes me happy. And this is all embroidered. And then you've got one of my embroidered words up here, memories I put there because that's what this should hold, right? Memories and love. And then here's another side. This is a big one, so you can put this little thing in there. You can put some big stuff in there. And then this is the gypsy that I put in here. I love her. I think she's sweet and beautiful, and I love the scarves and the hair and just the way she looks. So I did some leaf in stamps and then put some buttons in there because she would have a lot of buttons, wouldn't she? And then this is embroidered, and then this is that I had this in the first one too. I love this. Um, I embroidered all around it. This reminds me. I think it's a chocolate box is what the cover looks like to me. It's just cool. It says cocoa and chocolate. So I'm cocoa and chocolate. I don't know what's the language. Could be Italian. Could be French. I don't know. But here are some butterflies because, we love butterflies. And there's that. Talks about some of the butterflies you can write on the back. And then I made a little butterfly journal. So it's all embroidered. And it's a little tiny little journal. Same. And it has little threads. And you could add beads and whatever to it. Fuzzies. So you've got quite a bit of papers in there. And you can add to that. And then some plain paper, and then here's a nice pocket here, and that one has one of my embroidered words there, and it has a beautiful gold butterfly there, and then another postcard that I love. I love those postcards. I fell in love with them. Some more vintage music paper, and then here's a handmade bead, and it's wrapped in all these lovely material. That's the tapestry. I try to put it through everything because I love this tapestry and it's the cover. So I just love it. So there, this is all embroidered. And then this is an embroidered envelope, which I just love, and it's stamped on the inside. And you can put things on there. You can put things inside. So it's very versatile. And then more embroidery on there. I love this page too. I love this page. This beautiful, beautiful stationery on here. And then I put some liquid pearls on there. And then this is a little embroidered envelope that you can put. You can't put anything behind it, but you can put something in it. Okay. And then here's some more embroidered music paper. I love this. It's all stamped, and then it has these beautiful, beautiful stones, beads, whatever that I ordered. I don't know the name of them, but they just are so shiny. So I sewed some of them up there. And then here's some more stationery, and it's been embroidered all around and stamped the page. And you have some fibers there. More embroidery here on this page. And then up here, I was playing with that. I love this stitch. And then again, here's the separation here. So you have the embroidered ribbon that I made. And I believe this is the loved one, I think. I just thought he was very handsome. And in those days, they didn't smile that much. But I'm thinking that this is my Gypsy Girl's admirer. So she's got this on this little card here. It's heart embroidered with hearts. You can probably see it better on that side. You can see it in person, but it's really hard with the camera. And I did embroidered hearts all around and then embroidered around the picture. So that's cool. And then we've got some note paper here, some little stationery papers there, and this beautiful, beautiful pouch. This is all embroidered here. And then this is part of that scarf that I used for the front. I just love it. Beautiful. Some buttons and a little flower, satiny flower. And this is all embroidered, this paper. And this, I really love this paper. It's just so vintagey looking and very delicate. I love it. And then here's another little um, kind of, what do you call these things? Tags that you've kind of put together, different papers and a little button. And then I love these little heart, little clippy things. And then here's some plain paper, just some graph paper, vintage graph paper, some more doily, and this is a little angel with wings, and this is sewn on, so you can take that off if you don't like that. I kind of try to make it so this is sewn, but this is just wrapped in. I didn't glue it, so you can kind of see that if you wanted to change that or add to it, definitely. And this is the muslin, embroidered muslin that I put in there with some other pieces of fabric. And then this is what I did with some of these pages. I was having fun and I was just using the needle without the thread. So some of this, see the heart is just, there's no thread on there, but it's, you can see it. It's really cool. And you can see it on the other side. And then here's another little tag thing, and it's got a little T from my little T things, and then some fabric, and then some of my embroidered ribbon. And here's another stationery piece. I love the little birds that you can write on, and it's been all embroidered around. Embroidered here. Some plain sheets that have embroidery on them, so you can do whatever. And then this is just a little band here. You could fill that up with tons of stuff, and then this has been embroidered there. Another page embroidered. I just love the embroidery. And everything is tea dyed, and this one's stamped. And then I was playing with this stitch, and I just love this stitch. It's like a basket weave or something. I don't know. It's just cool. And then this is all embroidered, this pouch, and then it's got one of these little thread holders and some of my embroidered ribbon in there. And then as you go through, you'll see that I left these. Now, Marion, you can cut these and do what you want, but I leave them so this way if you want to add dangling beads and stuff, you sure can. You can do what you want. And then some more of that vintage paper, and then this more embroidery here on this page. And I don't know, but this looked like a heart. I to me, when I cut that out, I'm like, that looks like a heart. I love it. So I've got that in there, and I just love it. It's so beautiful with all the different sequins and pearls. And then this is all embroidered. And then here's another embroidered little pouch here. And what I did with this tag is it's embossed with a beautiful bird. And then I added some goodies on there, and then it has some thread, and then you have some more of that, paper to write on, some little pieces of stationery paper. I love, and that pouch is pretty big. You can fill that up. And then here's another little, and this is embroidered. It says Dream, and this you can take off, add to it. It's just one of those little paper clip things with a heart, and it's all embroidered all around. And here's another lovely pouch with some little lace thing. And I love this paper, and this paper has been embroidered here. And then we've got this little envelope that's been embroidered, and then it has some sheets of paper that you can write on, take notes. And then I love that with the I love butterflies, something little fuzzies, butterfly on that, and it's embroidered. Here's a love poem there. You can have in there, and it's all decked out. And then here's some more embroidery with the darker thread. I love that. Love the way it looks with the tea dyed paper. And then Here's some more paper, some more embroidery, some more. Love this paper, and it's all embroidered there. I'm going through this a little quickly because um, I just am. I'm going to start coughing, and I'm trying to get through this. I'm sorry, guys, but you get the gist of it. You can see, and then this is more embroidered ribbon there, and then some more goodies, and here, all embroidered. This one is not embroidered because this one has flowers added to it, and you can put your own little threads and stuff and fibers. And there is the little tag that says Josephine Rose. It's pinned on, and you can take that off, Marion. I just wanted to put that. I put that in the first one because this is my inspiration, my mom. And then this beautiful ribbon here, beautiful, beautiful embroidered ribbon of that fabric that is just, I just love that fabric. So I put a piece of that in there. And then, of course, you've got all these cool little pieces of uh, fabric and lace and things like that. And let's see. And that is it, right? And then, of course, oh, let me just stick to it. And I have this. Where did you go, my dear? Where did you go? I stole this one from somewhere. Well, I'm going to put that one back here for now until I remember. And then the beautiful pouch that it comes with, because you know I love the pouch. I love that you can keep your beautiful journal beautiful. You want to make sure that you keep it in here when you're not using it, so this way it stays nice. And this is muslin, so you can wash this. And then fuzzies, and then it's all embroidered here. And then of course this matches the ribbon on the journal, so this is all embroidered. And then it has the magical gypsy cottage embroidered tag, and you can take that off, but I put that there for memory, so you know you have a little bit of piece of me, right? And I just love this book. Add your own touch to it, and this is just, I just love all these fibers and threads and stuff. So, and then of course there's always a bunch of surprise stuff which I won't show because it is a surprise. And if Marion is watching this, I always send out some goodies, right, that you can add. And that is it. So if any of you would like one of these, like I said, you can order it right now. And then, I'm sorry that I'm only taking one, but that's all I can do. If I see that I can do them quicker, I will start taking more. But I really do not want to make this a feel like a manufactured product where I'm doing these, like crazy. Um, so I'll be making other kind of different ones too, but they just won't be custom. They won't be like this, big like this. And this is pretty big, this one. Like 6.5 by, I think it's 11. So it's really big, and you have a lot of room to grow in here and add goodies. I think Bella was 10.5 by 6.5, so this is about a half an inch longer. And I just wanted to make sure that you had enough room to add. You can do a lot of dangling. You can add stuff coming out of the top if you like that. But you've got protection. I wanted to make sure that the covers protect the goodies inside. That's what I like. I mean, um, I just, all this work and all this love that I put into it, I want to make sure that it is safe for you and yours, whoever you, if you hand this down, whatever you do with it. I wish you lots of love and happiness with this, Mary. Well, let me just say thank you so much for being here and watching the video. And if you are going to go over and order a custom uh, journal, I just want you to know it will be similar to this. This has three signatures in it. It's about a 10.5 by 6.5 approximately. It's going to be with the same tapestry cover and then added different laces and all kinds of other things may be different, but it's basically going to be the same kind of a vibe going, and I'll name it. And that's about it for now. Eventually, I will expand and be able to, once I get into my cottage, I think I'll have more room and more time to uh, probably take more custom orders, and I'll do that at that time. But for now, plan on 6 weeks. I'm going to say 6 weeks. I know it says it's going to say 4 to 6, but I'm going to plan on 6 before you receive your journal, and I will keep you updated during the process. I like to do that and just let you know where I am, and just filled with lots of love and joy and happiness. And thank you again. And I love you guys, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.